a really good crowd sat and waiting. Once again, the two boys who shared train journeys back and forth between school and Havant Rugby Club are now the men who lead their teams out here at the Allianz Stadium. Bombardier Pete Austin winning his 25th cap this afternoon, a very special event for him. And there's Captain Jared Hayler about to take their teams into the contest that they know so well. And there is a reception from nigh on 50,000 people awaiting. All the preparation, all the lead up to this game, all the detail that has been put in place. Now we're about to find out whether it's going to come to fruition as the Army and Navy set out once again on the hallowed turf of the Allianz Stadium. Let's take a look at the two teams now. Beginning with the team in red. 9 of those starters from last year have the same shirts this year, all bar Radiano Rover, that is. He wears 15 instead of 13. There's the Royal Engineers hinge of Johnson and Mikey McDonald. Brother Cam starts on the left wing this year. Some relative rookies on the bench, waiting, hoping for that special inter-services cap at some point through the course of this next 80 minutes.
Good.
For the senior service, well, just over half of this team were on duty a year ago, mostly up front. Only Duncan and Chambers and Gott are present in the backs. Jordan Gott moving into a new midfield combo this year with Jamin Hoffman. There's a slight rejig in the pack, brings Rhys Williams in at 2, allowing Sam Matavesi to switch back to 7, with Ed Pascoe stepping once again into the engine room. Johnson just held temporarily, but the Army with their first excursion into the Navy 22. Drew Davison, first time at Twickenham for Lance Bombardier Davison. Only his 3rd inter-services cap. Maybe just squeezing that Army attack away and eventually squeezing the ball away. The ball's gone loose and I think it's going to be allowed. Referees with play. And Nayalo scored a hat-trick here last year. He opens the try scoring this. A slightly contentious call maybe, but referee in the right place at the right time.
I would have put money on Shane scoring a try today, but not in that fashion. He's the 5-metre specialist for the Army go-to when we need him, but we can see, I think it's actually come from a Navy loose offload that's gone back off blue. Shane's in the right part of the field at the right time. Big Fijian scoop up and under he goes.
Yep, Shane Nayalo knows his way to the try line. This is his 12th year in the Army for the big Fijian back rower. And once again, making impact on the scoreboard.
A little bit of confusion there. No one's brought the kicking tee on for JJ, and he's had to just...
So strong and so well balanced.
So many people he's dragging in every time. They've got to go quick off this.
Watson, one of the bigger fly halves that you might see. No thoughts of a sidestep there, but still making some headway. Pascoe cuts back in. Johnson takes his prey down, but the ball is still there. Hoffman.
Advantage over.
Navy linking things up, getting through the phases of play. Slow headway, but now it comes. Toots on the roll. Ball is there. They've got numbers out if they need it. It's Mallet. You want impact off the bench. You call for Ben Mallet. So Mallet in the right place at the right time, but the main insert, if you will, is from Bakala Tukali, as he was last year, of course. He scored a try inside that first half an hour. But the confidence that the Navy were moving the ball and keeping it working, looking right, looking left, no panic, no forced passes, but then finding that right diagonal line to open up the red defence.
And Paco, a little better, well, a good start from both sides. A little unfortunate to concede that first try. But I think you agree your boys have done really well so far.
Yeah, I think they were a little bit lucky on that touch. Obviously, we stripped the ball and then they've gone in for a try. Pretty even Stevens at both sides at the minute. A few injuries, a few knocks. Looks like it could go either way at the minute, yeah.
Really sad to see Rhys Williams go off, but Ben Mallet then coming on and scoring a try was something else.
Yeah, this seems to be a thing. Every time you come to interview me, they score a try. The same in rap. I don't want any more interviews.
I think I jinxed you, Paco, but we'll speak to you later. Thank you.
No, it's just Kath.
Well, I'm afraid Kath Brazier is a bad luck omen for Dave Pascoe, because every time she goes to talk to him, the opposition score, and it's that man Nayalo again. Let's just take a look. It was pretty much even Stevens, as the Navy head coach said, but then it was Dawson breaking through. The support was there from his number 8, and nobody was going to stop the man they call Shane from gambling over the line there.
Phenomenal footwork from Dawson. That bowling ball coming through with the red scrum at, finds his support, finds an even bigger bowling ball to finish off the work. What a try, wonder try from the Army to take the lead.
Johnson slides the kick through to ensure the maximum return from Nayalo's brace. Often you get that, don't you, when you get the bouncing ball, it seems to unbalance defences, and that's kind of what set that up.
Yeah, that's it. And Matavesi's obviously done the right thing by instinctively going towards the ball, but in doing so, he's acted quicker than the team around him, just left that little dogleg in the defence that Matt Dawson's been able to get through.
Working their way up to the half-an-hour mark and looking to get their second try on the board to equal their opposition.
Still advantage.
Not going out far from this ruck, that's for sure.
Still got.
Now Rutter gets the call. Hoffman goes wider. Hoffman pulled up short, or is he? No, he's not. Jamin Hoffman celebrates with his first inter-services try, and what a good time to score it for the senior service.
The Hofmeister's in the building, backed himself, went through a tiny little gap, but love that. The confidence just to go round, pops around his first receiver, ends up crawling, gets it over. What a try for the young man. First start at Twickers. Just shrugs off the defender. Brilliant go forward. And then scores on that second movement. I think it's just touching that.
I think it was a battle between his nose and the tip of the ball to get over the white line, but ref in good position.
He had to score, otherwise I thought Ben Chambers and Jordan Gott would have been a bit upset with that. You come round the corner and you flash like that with an overlap, you've got to score. Touch, maybe?
Well, yeah, Mikey McDonald says enough is enough. It's been a real tit-for-tat first half in terms of tries. Nayalo leading the way for the men in red. Mallet and Hoffman responding for the senior service at half-time. It's the Army leading 14 points to 12. Bubba Watson, big man, 6'4" and 135 kilos at the last count. Kelly does well to take the opposition number 8 off his tracks, and this is good defence now. Gerard Vessels will be pleased with what he's seen now, if they can hold firm now, as Hoffman tries to cut the acute angle back against the weaker shoulders. Oh, Makuli Takali! He did it last year at that end. He's done it this year as well. Last year was in the first half. This is in the second. And this is a big try to put the Navy in front for the first time in this game.
Absolutely massive try for the Navy. Played really well off of that lineup, drew the players in. Matavesi pops out with it. Play a couple of phases, get the advantage. And then the big outstretched long arm off the big man. Bakalutali carries so well, been getting through a lot of work this game. Massive score for them, just coming out off the back of half-time. Just might affect the Army's mindset now. Will they start to feel a bit of pressure?
Mikey McDonald gets the call from Kelly. Rokadanguni trying to just pull her through a few threads in that Navy defence. Make the gap a little bit bigger for the likes of Sean Beaver.
Still advantage now.
Yeah, we didn't see much of him in the first half, and the Army are trying to put a bit more ball through his hands. You know, he knows that defenders come to him. He knows he's in a... Oh, here we go. Solo running Rover breaks through.
Well, that man has deserved the try. He's been effervescent through the course of this game thus far. And Solo Radiani-Rover scores try number 3. Here is try number 6 last year. But a very significant score nonetheless for the Army at this point in the game.
Such a great carry. It was the offload that came from Kelly. He got upended, risked the offload, managed to get it out, the bounce, and then sweeping through. Radian Rover coming through. Nobody's on him. He's deserved it. He's carried so well.
We spoke about the bouncing ball earlier, didn't we, over the top of the lineup? Exactly the same thing. The defence tends to just freeze a little bit, and then if you're the fastest one to react, in you go.
From the try. We've got to get on with it.
A big kick for Johnson and the Army, and he does the job. Yeah. Jared Hayler has come off, and I think I've missed his exit there. Mills has also come off, so Toots is in the driving seat. There he is, getting the penalty call as well. Wrigglesford and Gott almost colliding with each other. They'll go back for that earlier call from referee Wallbaum.
Yeah, they got a scrum penalty, really starting to assert themselves now, the Navy. Just going through. Army just buckle under the pressure, just lose their footing. Hint of driving up, but they go over the top.
Shot called.
Gonna opt for the post. Really sensible decision here. Just keep clawing away at the Army, takes them into the lead. If they get it, which they should. Kicked so well in his previous game.
Hanley
Charlie, just remind them about staying back 5, yeah?
has had a sighter from a similar position a matter of a couple of minutes ago. Still in the third quarter of this game, but big points on offer now for the senior service. Jake Hanley up to the task and forcing his team back in front by a solitary point. Pascoe takes and sets. The Navy 8 trying to come around the corner with impact. Matavesi's got the ball. It's a penalty try. It's a penalty try from referee Harry Wallbaum. And I think there's going to be a yellow card to follow it as well. Big moment, and the Navy working so well.
Up from obviously that tackle. The Army just starting to get a little bit of panic feel about them, just forcing it. Just need to make sure, as I said, of Osman, play in the right areas.
Oh, Matavesi takes the present, and has Matavesi taken the Inter-Services Championship for the senior service. What anticipation from the Fijian. What a play. Well, Makala Takali had just come off the pitch and taken the appreciation of his bench. They were still looking the wrong way as play continued, and, well, just take a look at this.
Outstanding, that one-hand grab. Matavesi sprint to the finish. Dives over, he's been phenomenal all game, but just backed himself. He's got super glue on his right hand. Dive to the corner. Just rewards for the flanker come hooker.
He was in the passing lane for so long. I thought Jake Gold was going to put it over the top of him and pick him off, but no, he's done really well.
Rokadanguni in as first playmaker. Cole looks for the runners coming off his shoulder. I think Kelly Cool couldn't get there, but Tichar Jones did. Turkish is in the building. Turkish is on the try scoring, and this match is alive once again.
No.
Concentration critical now within the Navy ranks to make sure. Oh, Johnson's seen space over that far side. Cam McDonald. McDonald's going for it. Cam McDonald in the corner.
Let's take a moment for Jack Johnson there. What a kick that is. He has the absolute presence of mind to look at the Navy defence rushing up on his midfield and to execute that kick.
It can't happen again, can it? The Army believe it could do. Rokadanguni is just the sort of man who could make things happen. If he's not scoring tries, he could be making them. That man does both, of course. Nyalo, opening brace of this game. Cole slips it back. Recovered, though. Rhys Roberts has to reset position for the men in red. Beaver. Good anticipation there from Hoffman, getting up quickly into the face of the ball carrier. Navy got to make sure they're covering gaps outside. Ball's gone loose. And it's a penalty to the Navy. Surely that is it. Surely now the Navy have bounced back from that huge ending. In 24, Jordan Gott has got the ball, checking that it is going to be that, and it is. The Navy have held their nerve this time. They've got themselves over the line. They have got not only the Babcock Trophy, but they've also got the Inter-Services Championship. What a match, what a performance, what a day.
Redemption, revenge, whatever it is, however you want to phrase it. Look at what that means to the Royal Navy, and equal and opposite to the British Army. What a match that was.
Well, they've only had to wait a couple of years this time, because they are going to lift the Babcock Trophy and the Inter-Services Championship. Victors once again, the senior service.
Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to the channel.